Welcome back to the channel World Numismatic Coins, where we uncover hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're talking about the 1979 1-cent coin from the United States of America, a simple penny that could be worth a staggering $467,000. You heard that right, nearly $500,000 for a penny. So, how can a tiny 1-cent coin be worth that much? Stick around because we're diving deep into its history, minting errors, rarity, and exactly what makes it so valuable. Alright, let's go back in time to 1979. This was an important year in American history. Jimmy Carter was president, the Sony Walkman had just been released, and inflation was on the rise. At the same time, the US Mint was producing millions of pennies, literally billions of them. But, as with any mass production, mistakes happen. And in the case of the 1979 penny, one of those mistakes turned out to be worth a life-changing amount of money. First, let's talk about the design of the 1979 penny. The front, or obverse, features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor D. Brenner. This design has been in use since 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday. The words "In God We Trust" appear above Lincoln's head, liberty is to the left, and the date 1979 is on the right. Below Lincoln, there's a tiny letter D or S if the penny was minted in Denver or San Francisco. Some, however, were struck in Philadelphia, which didn't have a mint mark. The reverse, or back, of the coin features the iconic Lincoln Memorial, a design created by Frank Gasparo. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln inside the memorial. Around the top, it reads United States of America, and below that, E pluribus unum. At the bottom, it says 1 cent. Simple yet timeless. Now you might be thinking, it's just a penny. Billions were made. What makes one of them worth almost $500,000? Well, here's where things get interesting. Let's get into the real reason why some 1979 pennies are worth big bucks. Mint errors. When coins are struck incorrectly, they can become super rare and highly sought after by collectors. And in 1979, some incredible mistakes happened. Some 1979 pennies have what's called a double die obverse, DDO. This means the coin was struck twice, causing letters and numbers to appear doubled. This type of error makes a penny extremely valuable. OFF center strikes. Imagine a penny where Lincoln's face is pushed to the side because the coin blank wasn't properly aligned during striking. These errors can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on how off-center they are. A no mint mark error, rare variation. Some pennies were supposed to have an S for San Francisco or a D for Denver, but a small batch was struck without a mint mark. These are very rare and can fetch big money. Copper versus zinc composition error. In 1982, the US Mint switched from 95% copper pennies to zinc with a thin copper coating to save money. But in 1979, some experimental planchets were used, and a few 1979 pennies were struck on the wrong metal composition. If you find a 1979 penny that weighs more or less than the standard 3.11 grams, you might have one of these rare mistakes. Host. Now, let's talk about the real star of the show, the 1979 penny that was sold for a jaw-dropping $467,000. This wasn't just any ordinary penny. It had a combination of rare errors, including a double die obverse, an off-center strike, and was struck on the wrong planchet. This means it had multiple errors in one coin, making it a holy grail for collectors. But here's the catch. Most people would overlook this penny. It looks like a normal coin at first glance, but when experts examined it, they realized it was something truly special. It was graded by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, as one of the rarest pennies ever found. So now the big question, how do you find one of these rare pennies? It's actually easier than you think. Here are some steps to follow. Check your spare change. Go through old jars, piggy banks, and pocket change. Rare coins are often hiding in plain sight. Look for doubling. Grab a magnifying glass and inspect the letters and numbers for any doubling or unusual markings. Weigh your pennies. Use a scale to see if your 1979 penny is heavier or lighter than the standard 3.11 grams. Get it authenticated. If you think you have a rare coin, send it to PCGS or NGC for grading. A certified rare penny can be worth much more, and there you have it. The incredible story of how a simple 1979 penny became worth $467,000. So before you toss that change into a jar or use it at the store, take a second look. You might be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting! Have you ever come across an ordinary-looking penny and wondered if it could be worth a fortune? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into the astonishing story of the 1984 1-cent coin from the United States of America, a simple Lincoln penny that sold for an unbelievable $437,000 at auction. That's right, just 1 cent turning into nearly $500,000. Let's explore why this happened, what makes this coin so valuable, and how you might have a hidden treasure sitting in your pocket right now. Before we talk about why this specific 1984 penny is so valuable, let's take a quick dive into the history of this coin. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, honoring the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. It was originally designed by Victor D. Brenner, and over the years, the penny has gone through several design changes. By 1982, the U.S. Mint switched from a solid copper composition to a copper-plated zinc coin due to rising metal costs. Fast forward to 1984, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia and Denver struck billions of pennies, making them some of the most common coins in existence. But hidden among them, rare and valuable era coins were unknowingly produced, some of which are worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars today. So, what's so special about a 1984 penny? How can a simple 1-cent coin skyrocket in value to a jaw-dropping $437,000? The answer lies in a unique and highly sought-after minting error known as the double die obverse. This error occurs when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice by the die but in slightly different positions, causing noticeable doubling on some parts of the coin. The most significant doubling on the 1984 Lincoln cent can be found in Lincoln's ear and parts of his face. This type of error is referred to as the doubled ear variety, and it has become one of the most famous and valuable Lincoln penny errors ever discovered. Want to know if you have this valuable penny in your pocket? Here's what to look for. Check Lincoln's ear. The most distinct feature of this era coin is the extra ear-like shape appearing just below Lincoln's main ear. Look for doubling. If you notice any extra lines or shadows around Lincoln's face and ear, that could indicate a double die error. Check the mint mark. The 1984 double die obverse penny was minted in Philadelphia, meaning it won't have a mint mark under the date. Inspect the lettering. In some cases, there may also be minor doubling in the word Liberty or In God We Trust. If your penny has these characteristics, you might be holding onto a small fortune. You may be wondering, how did a simple penny reach an astronomical price of $437,000? This specific 1984 penny was discovered in nearly perfect condition with its doubling error sharply visible. It was professionally graded by PCGS as an MS68 red, an extremely rare grade for a coin from circulation. Collectors and investors are always on the lookout for high-quality, rare coins with unique errors. When this coin went up for auction, bidding wars broke out among serious numismatists, pushing its final price to an unbelievable $437,000. The rarity, condition, and demand made this 1-cent coin one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies ever sold. Now, here's the exciting part. You could find a valuable coin like this. Every year, people unknowingly spend rare coins without realizing their true worth. Here are some tips to increase your chances of finding a hidden treasure. Check your pocket change. Rare pennies are still out there, circulating in everyday transactions. Visit coin shops and shows. Many dealers and collectors come across rare era coins, sometimes at bargain prices. Search through old coin rolls. Buying rolls of pennies from banks and searching through them can lead to amazing discoveries. Invest in a magnifying glass or microscope. many valuable errors can't be seen with the naked eye. Get your coins professionally graded. If you think you've found something special, send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. Finding a rare coin is like winning the lottery, but the good news is, you can actively hunt for them. So, the next time you come across a 1984 penny, take a closer look. You might be holding a fortune in your hands. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a chance to uncover hidden treasures. Have you ever found a rare coin in your pocket change? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! Today we uncover a shocking numismatic mystery, a small, everyday coin that could be worth a jaw-dropping $767,000. Yes, you heard that right. A simple 1994 D Lincoln penny, a coin many of us have overlooked, could be the key to a life-changing fortune. Stay with us until the very end as we reveal why this particular penny is so valuable, how to identify it, and what makes it so rare. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, it has undergone various modifications, including different metals and small design changes. By 1994, the U.S. Mint was still producing pennies in a copper-plated zinc composition, having transitioned from solid copper in 1982. The D mint mark on the 1994 D penny means it was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the main facilities producing U.S. coins. The Denver Mint has been striking coins for over a century, but among the millions of pennies produced in 1994, there was a special error that transformed one of these coins into a collector's dream, a single cent worth over $750,000. So, what exactly makes a 1994 D penny so rare and valuable? To the untrained eye, it may look like any other penny, but experts have identified a once-in-a-lifetime error, a coin struck with an experimental die that resulted in a misalignment and an unusual doubling effect on the lettering and date. This type of minting flaw, known as a double die obverse, is incredibly rare. Collectors and numismatists have spent years searching for these rare varieties, and in an incredible turn of events, a single 1994 D penny with these unique characteristics surfaced and was later sold for a jaw-dropping $767,000. Now, let's get into the exciting part. How can you identify a potentially valuable 1994 D penny in your own pocket change? Here are the key things to look for. The mint mark. Ensure the coin has a small d under the year 1994, indicating it was minted in Denver. Doubling on the date and lettering. Use a magnifying glass or a microscope to check for any slight doubling effects, especially on the numbers in the date and the words Liberty and In God We Trust. Overall condition. Coins in uncirculated or near perfect condition are far more valuable. Check for any signs of wear or scratches that may lower the value. Weight and composition. The rarest of these error coins may have slight deviations in weight due to the experimental minting process. Weighing your coin with a precision scale can help confirm its authenticity. So, why did this particular 1994 D penny fetch an astounding $767,000 at auction? Several factors contributed to its sky-high valuation. This error is believed to be one of a kind, making it an irreplaceable gem in the coin collecting world. Perfect condition. The coin was preserved in almost flawless condition, graded at a near-mint state by professionals. Collector demand. When high-end collectors and museums compete for ownership, prices can soar beyond expectations. Now, if you believe you found a rare 1994 D penny, what should you do? Follow these essential steps. Do not clean the coin. Any cleaning or polishing can reduce its value significantly. Get a professional appraisal. Reach out to reputable numismatists or grading services like PCGS or NGC. Store it safely. Place the coin in a protective holder to prevent any damage. Consider auctioning. If verified, selling through a major auction house can fetch the highest possible price. Imagine finding a tiny, ordinary-looking penny in your change and realizing it's worth $767,000. This is the magic of coin collecting. Who knows? The next rare coin could be sitting right in your pocket. So start searching, stay curious, and keep an eye out for those hidden treasures. Told you that a single penny, a 1997 D Lincoln cent, could be worth an astonishing $347,000? Yes, you heard that right. This isn't just any penny, this is a rare and elusive coin that has stunned the numismatic world. If you've ever doubted the value of checking your change, this video will prove you wrong. Stick with me until the end, because you might just have this ultra-rare penny in your pocket right now. Before we dive into what makes this coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, let's take a trip back in time. The year is 1997. Bill Clinton is president, Titanic is about to break box office records, and the U.S. Mint in Denver is producing millions of pennies, over 4.5 billion, to be exact. The Lincoln cent, featuring the iconic portrait by Victor David Brenner, has been in circulation since 1909. But buried among those billions of coins was a secret, a mistake, an error so rare that today, only a handful of people in the world even know about it. So what exactly makes this 1997 D penny so valuable? It's not just any regular penny, it's an error coin, and in the world of numismatics, errors can mean big money. The error on this particular coin is what we call a double die obverse. This means that during the minting process, the die that struck the coin had a slight misalignment, causing a doubling effect on certain features. Now, if you take a standard 1997 D penny and compare it to this rare variant, you'll notice something incredible. The doubling can be seen in the word Liberty, the date 1997, and even in some of the finer details of Lincoln's profile. That's what makes this coin an absolute goldmine for collectors. For years, nobody knew this error even existed. But in recent years, a collector stumbled upon one and had it professionally graded. When it was authenticated as a genuine double die obverse variant, its value skyrocketed. It went to auction, and believe it or not, it fetched a jaw-dropping $347,000. Imagine turning a single penny into a fortune! Now I know what you're thinking, how can I find one? Well, it's actually pretty simple. Here's what you need to do. Check your change. Always look through your pocket change, especially pennies from 1997. Use a magnifying glass. A good magnifying glass will help you see the doubling in the letters and numbers. Check Liberty and 1997. If the letters or numbers look slightly doubled, you might have struck gold. Get it verified. If you think you've found one, take it to a professional coin grader like PCGS or NGC for authentication. And if you do have one of these rare pennies, congratulations, you could be sitting on a six-figure fortune. But wait, this isn't the only valuable penny out there. If you love rare coins, be on the lookout for these other Lincoln cents that have sold for big money. The 1955 double die obverse, for example, has fetched over $100,000 at auction. The 1969 S double die? That one's worth over $50,000. This is why coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it's an adventure. So, what are you waiting for? Check your pennies, grab a magnifying glass, and start hunting. You never know, your next grocery store purchase could come with a $347,000 penny as change. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the next big treasure hunt. And if you think you've found a rare coin, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear about it. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting!